Câu số 1. 1. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 2. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 3. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 4. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 5. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 6. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 7. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 8. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 9. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. 10. The organization of festivals cultivates diplomatic relationships between countries. Câu số 2. 1. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 2. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 3. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 4. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 5. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 6. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 7. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 8. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 9. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. 10. The organization of festivals nurtures diplomatic relationships between countries. Câu số 3. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 2. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 4. 3. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 4. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 5. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 6. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 6. 7. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 8. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 9. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. 9. 10. The organization of festivals enhances diplomatic relationships between countries. Câu số 4. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 2. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 3. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 4. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 5. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 6. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 7. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 8. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 9. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. 4. The organization of festivals betters diplomatic relationships between countries. Câu số 5. 1. The organization of festivals not nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 2. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 3. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 4. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 5. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 6. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 7. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 8. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 9. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 9. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. 10. The organization of festivals nourish diplomatic relationship between countries. Câu số 6. 1. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 2. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 3. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 4. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 5. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 6. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 7. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 8. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 9. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. 10. The organization of festivals fosters diplomatic relationship between countries. Câu số 7. Listen to music nurtures our creativity. 2. Listen to music nurtures our creativity. 3. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 4. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 5. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 6. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 7. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 8. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 9. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. 10. Listening to music nurtures our creativity. Câu số 8. 1. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 2. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 3. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 4. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 5. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 6. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 7. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 8. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 9. Listening to music enhance our creativity. 10. Listening to music enhance our creativity. Câu số 9. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 2. Listening to music fosters our creativity. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 4. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 5. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 6. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 7. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 8. Listening to music fosters our creativity. 9. Listening to music foster our creativity. 10. Listening to music foster our creativity. Câu số 10. Listening to music nourish our creativity. 2. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 3. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 4. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 5. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 6. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 7. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 8. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 9. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. 10. Listening to music nourishes our creativity. Câu số 11. 1. Listening to music betters our creativity. 2. Listening to music betters our creativity. 3. Listening to music betters our creativity. 4. Listening to music betters our creativity. 5. Listening to music betters our creativity. 6. Listening to music betters our creativity. 7. Listening to music betters our creativity. 8. Listening to music betters our creativity. 9. Listening to music betters our creativity. 10. Listening to music betters our creativity. Câu số 12. 1. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 2. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 3. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 4. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 5. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 6. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 8. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 9. Listening to music cultivates our creativity. 10. Listening to music cultivates our creativity.